Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is the third time that I am trying to video this video. I filmed it ages ago, back in the summer, and then the camera died and I didn't realise, so I went to edit it and all the footage was obviously not actually there. And then second time I videoed it, left it for ages, didn't do anything with it, went to edit it, downloaded this new software to edit it, and then I just didn't get on with the software, like, at all. And then I thought it had saved and it didn't save at all, and in the time of me uploading onto my computer and editing it, more or less finished, I deleted it off my camera thinking, oh, it's on my computer, so everything is fine. I can just delete it to free up some space, and lo and behold, that was not true. And I was really annoyed about it, but alas, we are here, I'm alive, so I can film it again. Everywhere, every bride I've ever spoken to, or watched their videos on YouTube, or seen their Instagram are like, wedding planning, bliss, love it, yay. I'm not one of these people. So if you're one of them also and you haven't loved it, I am part of the I hate wedding planning crew. Why do I hate it? Well, for one, who told me to be engaged for almost 2 years? Too long to plan, way too long to plan, and it's just like an all-consuming, all-encompassing thing that you then have to be preoccupied with for literally 2 whole years. My number one reason for disliking wedding planning is the stress. It's just, there are so many decisions that you can make, and so many options. Like, the wedding industry is huge, and so you could spend your whole life on Pinterest or Instagram and trying to find exactly what you want, and you'll find it and then you'll find something else, or this one is better, or is this better, or does it quite go, and you just drive yourself round and round and round and round, or at least I do, and all my indecisive sisters out there, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, the stress is the number one thing. I don't think I've been that bad, to be honest, but it is still stressful, and I work in events for a living. I plan events for a living, but planning my own wedding is not the same, not at all. And I think because it matters so much to you, you want it to be so perfect that you can get more caught up in it. So yeah, like with events, managing corporate events, it's like a yes, let's get this done, raring to go kind of stress. Wedding planning is like, is this the right decision? This is going to cost me a lot of money. Am I sure I've made the right decision? Have I researched enough? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, Jesus, please help me kind of stress, which is not the stress anyone wants. Is indecisiveness, or not indecisiveness, because that is the root of the problem. The issue is having to make decisions. I am indecisive, and I take a long time before I make a decision. So if it's buying a jacket from Topshop for 80 quid, I will have a nice little debate with myself in the shop before that purchase is made. Do I like it enough? Is it worth the money? What can it go with? Will I really wear it? Should I get it? Oh, but this coat I already have is similar, so maybe I shouldn't get it. Like, there's a lot of that goes on, and 8 times out of 10 I walk out of the store without said jacket or whatever item that it is, which is equally frustrating. So can you imagine having, when they told me my first quote for my flowers was 8 grand, I was like, I'm not spending 8 grand on flowers, I don't even like flowers. And then you get carried away with Pinterest, and then you're like, oh yes, let's have this flower wall and this floral arch, and then they give you a quote and you're like, hang on, wait, what? But you've already fallen in love with the ideas. Like, do you know how many hours it took me to make this decision, to say this is what I want, and now you're telling me I can't have it because it costs too much money and I have to start again. My number 3 reason for not liking wedding planning, I don't know what the whole like eyebrow thing is. Why do I do that? Number 3 reason, like, why, what is that? I've noticed a couple YouTubers, maybe like maybe it's an amateur thing, like I'm like new to this videoing myself business, but like I've noticed a few other ones who maybe haven't been doing it that long, and I'm like, why is she sitting there with her eyebrows so high? So tell me, like, does everyone do it, or is it just like a newbie thing, or just some people do it? I don't know. Anyway, number 3 reason for not liking wedding planning is it's all consuming, so it can take over your life, put quite simply. And I feel like, again, it could have been a lot worse for me, but it hasn't been, and maybe that's because I'm having a destination wedding. So our wedding is going to be in South Africa. We're from the UK, you can't tell by the accent, but yeah, we're getting married in South Africa, and so it creates a lot of distance between myself and suppliers and what I can do, and if I can go and see things and stuff like that. So I can't get too deep involved. Like, there's only so deep you can go online as far as I'm aware anyway. And also, one thing that I didn't think would really happen to me is that it's all anyone wants to talk about. You see them, they haven't seen you. Oh, hey, how you doing? How's the wedding planning going? Great. I don't know. Like, I don't know. What am I meant to say to? I hate that question. How is the wedding planning going? As if like there's nothing. Oh my god, is this how mothers feel when they have a baby and people just ask them about the baby and not themselves, as if they're like not a person anymore? It's like, I'm not a person anymore, I'm just wedding planning. So all anyone cares about is how's your wedding planning. And because I haven't been enjoying it, I'm kind of like, I don't know, it's getting done, things are being ticked off, it's okay, everything's under control, whatever. So yeah, I find that like it not only takes over your life, it takes over your conversations. A 4th reason for not liking wedding planning is the cost. Your girl wanted to elope. I would have eloped so hard, and it would have been so good. I might have eloped and travelled for a year around the world, and it would have been fab. But my fiance has other ideas, and he wanted a wedding. He wanted a wedding with hundreds of people there, and I was like, veto. Absolutely. I was like, I'm not walking down the aisle in front of hundreds of people. Like, there are limits. There are limits. There's a compromise in the middle somewhere there. And also, he obviously wasn't familiar with the cost of things, but I was like, if we're doing that, that means in the UK, and that also means like £60 a head at least for some good food for hundreds of people. No. Because I don't know about your wallet, but my wallet is not about that at all. I would rather buy a handbag, personally. We're obviously having a destination wedding, so that cuts some costs because we save money on the cost of things compared to being in the UK, but then there are also additional costs, so like our travel, our accommodation that we wouldn't have to pay for really, or for not as long if we were doing it here. But just generally, like, the wedding industry is just so expensive, and I feel like so unnecessarily expensive. Like, why are flowers so expensive? Does anyone know the answer to that? I don't think anyone knows. It's because they're pretty. That they're pretty, but they're not that pretty. My 5th reason for not liking wedding planning is that everyone has an opinion. Oh, but you have to have a cake. Do I? Do I, Jenny? Do I have to have a cake? I don't think I do. You can't wear black to a wedding. Can't I? Can't I, Susan? Are you sure? Says who? Where are these rules written? I don't get it. Like, personally, I am much of the mindset that you can do whatever the hell you want. As long as you're not hurting anyone, killing anyone, you know, so on and so forth. You can literally do whatever you want. So, if we want to have the men in black at the wedding, we'll do so. Like, it's only odd here in the UK, or not only here, but in the UK, wearing black to a wedding is odd because we see that as the colour that you wear to funerals. In America, it's perfectly normal to wear black tuxes to a wedding. In some Indian cultures, they wouldn't wear white to a wedding. Even the bride, she wears red because white is the colour you wear to the funeral. So it's all just nonsense. Like, just let people live. Let them do what they want to do. But yeah, just lots of little things like everyone's like, oh, but you have to do that, oh, but you have to do this. And because we're getting married abroad, we can get legally married in South Africa, which attracted us to the location in the first place, but it actually turns out it's rather complicated and a very slow process. So we've said it will be much easier to just have a civil ceremony here, keep it really small. We don't want to treat it like a wedding, as far away from it feeling like our wedding as possible. Like, it's the marriage part, not the wedding. So we won't exchange rings or anything like that. I don't even know if we'll do our first kiss, because I kind of want the first kiss to be on our wedding day. I'm not sure I'm gonna wear white, you know, things like that. But even that, it was like oh, but you have to have this person there, you have to have that. But I'm like, no, I could have just gone with Damien, just me and myself, and I know we have to have 2 witnesses, and that would have pissed you all off. But so we're keeping it immediate family, but then we had people say, oh, but what about this person, what about, like, as soon as you start opening, it's like opening the floodgates. You say, okay, this one, and then there's another one who sneaks in, and another one. Next thing you know, you're having 2 full-blown weddings. And I don't need 2. 1 is enough. My 6th reason for not liking wedding planning is why is that it's all the woman's job. Like, Damien, he wants to be involved, so he knows everything that's going on. He hasn't gone, you do it, just tell me where to be. So he knows everything that's going on, but still, like, you know, you hear about that, oh yeah, they just, I don't know if I would prefer him to have just been like, oh, just do what you want and just tell me where I need to be, or this like in-betweeny, I want to be involved but not too much, or like really, really, really involved. Because at the moment it's, I want to be involved, yeah, let me do these certain things, and then I'll be like, so have you done that yet? Oh no, let me do it. Have you done that yet? No, let me do that. Oh yeah, I'll remember. Oh, have you? And like, my type A personality can't handle that. It just can't handle that. So it just sucks that it all comes down to us. And generally, hold my hands up, but it all comes down to us. And like, they will try, but it's like, it's just like not really good enough. Can I say that? Don't shoot me. At least he has got opinions, and he's listening to my opinions. And when I'm like, let's sit down and do this, he's doing it. And he wants to stick wax seals on invites with me for hours and things like that. So I can't really complain, but I'm low-key complaining. It's very British. Number 7. I don't know how to word this one. I'm not really sure what the title would be. Like, people? I think it's really hard. Like, generally I've been fine, and my family have been fine, and they've not been like forcing me to do things. I've been I think they know me anyway, to know that I'm gonna do what I want to do. So I haven't had that much of an issue, just a few little things here and there. Like, I don't know, I think weddings bring out like a weird vibe in people, just a little bit. And like, I don't know, you as the bride almost have to like navigate all these people's emotions about your wedding, and you didn't know you were gonna have to do that too. And then like, you have an expectation of what people are gonna do for you based on what you would do for them, and then you find out that they're not on the same page, and you're like, oh, okay. But you know, you just take a note, you put it back here, and you go, right, I remember this, Jill. I remember this. I can't count. No. My 8th reason. That's weird. 8? Which one's better? Yeah. 8. My 8th reason for not liking wedding planning. This one is more specific to a destination wedding. I am a control freak. Guilty. And I think I didn't really realise how much of a control freak I was until this wedding. People keep saying, oh, is there anything I can do? I'm like, no. Like, why would I want you to do anything? Married in your home country would be a lot easier. You could see a lot more. You could go like touch and feel more things. Like, the flowers, I think it would have been really helpful for me to go to a store or a showroom and like see things and be able to touch and really understand what they meant, because right now I feel like I've booked my flowers and decor but I have no idea what it's actually going to look like. And that might be normal, because obviously they don't show you a mock-up until you've booked them, and then you book in the mock-up, so that might be normal. So let me know in the comments below if that's like perfectly normal. So yeah, those are my 8 reasons why I don't like wedding planning. And I really thought I would love it. I thought I would love it like everyone else does. I bought the planner, although I am using the planner, but more like a journey, not a journey, more like a journal than like a planner, but I do put important dates in there. It'll be more like a memory thing that you can flick through past and go, oh, remember when we did that and this, oh, look at that picture. That kind of, it's like a scrapbook basically is what I've turned it into. But yeah, and it's been okay, but it's not something I want to do again anytime soon, not for myself, not for anyone else. But I am very excited about actually being here. Like, I'm excited in 3 months' time that we're going to be going to South Africa, getting on a plane with all my family and friends, or all our family and friends, and like doing it. Like, that's what I'm getting excited for now. I think I wasn't excited for quite a while because it felt so far away, so it was hard to get excited. You're like, yeah, but it's still 8 months away, or it's still 6 months away, and then before I've known it, no, before I knew it, it's bloody 3 months away now. So yeah, getting married very soon. So let me know in the comments below what you didn't like about wedding planning, what do you like about wedding planning, or if you have the complete opposite view of me and you could plan a wedding every day for the rest of your life. If you could, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My next video is going to be about my ring. If it will focus, doesn't like to focus very well on this. So yeah, my ring and the whole process and how we got it designed and everything. So that'll be my next video. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you want to do the notifications so you know when that video is live. And yeah, see you soon.